helping each other out, one step at a time, one postcard, right in our way, right in our heart, and turning it around. I know we're it's this is our last Zocalo Zoom of this nature. So we got to enjoy every minute. There are going to be folks on here that might not be writing tonight, but we're here just to be part of this spirit of community and to continue to nurture our spirits and grow and know that we are not alone. That it may feel like that sometime. I'm right here in the heart of Texas. You can feel pretty alone if you go outside of Austin. It's scary. So just remember, you aren't alone. We got this. We're just keep on going, and it's not going to stop in the spirit of love and peace. Oops.
Yes,
Somebody's
Leanne,
calling.
thank you so much, Leanne. We love the way you're as the minister of music for the Zocalo Zoom postcarding to live artistry. You have taken our event to the next level in so many ways, but one of them is the way you have just consistently come in to these events and set the tone, set the vibe, to let people know that they're not alone and that this is a supportive community coast to coast. And we are so very grateful for all that you have done. It just, I mean, words don't just simply don't do the trick, but I keep trying, and that's it's just great to be here with you and to be with everybody else on the 31st Zocalo Zoom since we invented this kind of an organizing model back in June. So what a run it has been. I am going to, we're going to get back with Leanne in a few minutes. We had a couple of technical glitches as we got started here, but we're going to make up for it as we roll on through this very exciting evening where we have folks coming in, as I said, from coast to coast. We have myself and we have Kari, of course, in California. I'm in California. We've got a number of other folks throughout the western part of the country. And then we spread obviously all the way across to Georgia, where we have with us tonight Latosha Brown, coming from, I'm not sure exactly what city Latosha is going to be coming from tonight, but she is definitely going to bring some zest to the discussion as we get into the set break. And we are also going to have with us the person who introduced us to Latosha, Gtar Phil and the Chank with us with his incredible crew. Andy putting it together on the technical end and the production side in Nashville. It's been so great to work with Phil, get to know him over the course of this fall, and we just feel so very lucky that we've got people in the world of artistry and music that have been there for us, and this never would have happened without all of the amazing musicians who have stepped up to the plate week after week. 7 days comes around really fast when you're trying to provide world-class entertainment on a weekly basis. But as you guys know, there's a lot of some who may be here for the first time. Envoys for Humanity. We are a supportive community that is basically, we're seeking to grow the volunteer community coast to coast by giving folks meaningful activities, their actions that they can take, and making those actions really accessible. And by enforcing and by accentuating the process that, we're all envoys for humanity when we are involved in the process of taking action. So, it's not like you get a card and you're an envoy. We're all envoys when we're doing that work. So, anybody that's doing something for the greater good, they're being an envoy for humanity. And we want to keep that vibe moving forward as we try to pick up momentum in 2021 and keep the ball rolling forward. And on that note, Speaking of rolling the ball forward, somebody who's great at rolling the ball forward, I think she's done with the technical duties. Kari Ramirez, my fearless co-founder and partner in Envoys for Humanity. Kari, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Thank you, Scott. Welcome, everybody. Like Scott said, my name is Kari Ramirez, and I can't believe that we've done 31 of these so far already. It's so nuts. And this is the last one of the election cycle. We thought we were done in the general, and then here we are again. And so I know that we're going to continue. We're going to continue bringing volunteers together, and artists and musicians and speakers, and work on injecting joy into the process, into this work, because as we've all gone through it, and I've been doing it for 2 years, and I know that there's been people that have been doing this for a lifetime. The work is hard, and it's tireless sometimes, and soul sucking a little bit sometimes. And so we want to all join together as Envoys for Humanity and just have this sense of community, like Leanne said so beautifully, that we're not alone in this. We have this kinship that we've created, just as being like-minded individuals that see an area, whether it's local or whether it's federal, there's a need there, and then we take action and we fill it, and we work together to amplify each other's voices and lift up people that need to be lifted up. So I'm really excited for what the future is going to be. And tonight, if you live in Georgia or you live around Georgia, and you're going to know kind of your postal area, I guess we call it, you can still write some postcards today. There are people out there in Georgia that don't even realize that there is a runoff happening, or it's, life is crazy right now, and it's kind of in the back of their mind. So even if they get a postcard on January 5th, the polls are open until 7 o'clock or 7:30. So they could still get that at 2 p.m. Like when I get my mail and go, oh crap, I got to go vote. So we are trying to reach as many voters as possible. So even if they get there on January 5th, we're going to call that a win, because they might need that one extra nudge to get out there and find their polling location and cast their vote the last day of this election, this runoff election, which is January 5th. So if you're close enough, then thank you, Brandy. She put all the information in the chat, and you can request postcards today. Today is the last day that you'll be able to request addresses for your postcards. So make sure that you do that if you can, so we can just get those extra little votes in there, because these 3 races, because we do have a public service commissioner also on the ballot. They're going to come down to a handful of votes. And so reaching out to anybody and everybody that we can in Georgia and letting them know how important this is and give them all the voting information is key to winning these elections. So keep that in mind if you can do it. I'm going to be putting in the chat also throughout the night. You can still text, you can still phone bank. There are other things that are going on, and I'll put that information in there for that final week. There are still things that we can do. We just can't write postcards. We're also in the works for hosting another all-in screening of the documentary All In, Fight for Democracy next week, and also doing some phone banking with the campaigns. And so we are going to be hosting some events next week. It just won't be postcarding or in this kind of fashion, but there's still work to be done. Just to give you some fun numbers, so far, as of like an hour ago, we have written 118,172 postcards. So almost 119,000 postcards just to Georgia, just when we started at middle of November. So that's just, wow, mind blowing. To date, since we began doing this in the general and reaching out to voters in battleground states across the country, we have written 192,915 postcards. So we were close to that 200,000. I don't know if we'll get there, but what that means is our next project, we're just gonna have to kick it into high gear. And I know all you guys can do that. So the numbers are fun. That means that we've reached out to that many voters. We've touched these voters through postcarding and let them know important information about voting. We couldn't have done it without you. So they're numbers, but what this is these numbers reflect your commitment, your passion, your time, your money of buying postcards and stamps, your love that you put into these postcards. So we talk in statistics and numbers, but really what it comes down to is all of the intangibles that we can't put into these stats. So thank you so much for everybody that has made this possible during this election cycle. Thank you for everybody that's joined these Zocalo Zooms in our 31st Zoom. And I'm sure I'll have some parting words when we're done, but let's get the show on the road. And we're gonna take it back to Leanne, who, thank you, Leanne, so much for just stepping up and joining us each week and being our master of music, having everybody come in and join. And I always tell you this every single time I see you, but I love you so much. I can't wait until I make a trip out there to Austin and we're gonna have a beer together. And I am counting down the days that we can all do that and travel and be together. So you're on my list, so be prepared.
And we receive our vaccination.
Yes, yeah. We'll have a vaccination travel party.
You were talking about the postcards and getting them on the last minute. It's really true. When I was canvassing with our runoff here on the very last day, people were like, "Oh, I forgot. I need to get there." So it's really, we're forgetful people. Some of us are. Y'all have put so much energy and courage and vision into this. I really believe in you. It's a crying shame to be left a fool and a hard road to hoe y'all when you got no tools. But look at you. You be my right-hand man. You be my seeing eye. Baby, don't you understand? I love you. I want you to know it. I need you to feel it. I believe in you, yeah. I love you. And I want you to know I appreciate you, baby. And I believe in you. Though I may not know you yet, I believe we share the same heart. We can conquer everything with love. It's my shining star. You brighten up my night and you lift me up above. Know that the wrong things can turn right. Yeah, what I'm trying to say. If I'm still not clear, my heart is on the table and I'm standing naked here. I love you. I want you to know, yeah, I appreciate you, baby, and I believe in you, yeah. I love you, and I want you to know I need you to feel that I believe in you, yeah. If you feel alone and you're lost in fear, go and reach out for me, baby. I'll be standing right here, yeah. All I'm trying to say, if I'm still not clear, my heart it's on the table, and I'm standing naked here singing. I love you. I want you to know it. I need you to hear that I believe in you, baby. I love you, oh yeah. I want you to know, and I need you, baby, to feel it. You know that I believe in you. Yes, I do. I believe in you. I believe in the power of love. We make the wrong things right, y'all. Oh, come on, it's the peaceful fight. And I believe in you. Look what we have done. We have done so much. Almost 200,000. I would just go ahead and say 200,000 because that is a miracle. This been like my theme song for Zocalo Zoom. I played this one a whole bunch so we can dance and sing and celebrate the miracle that we are creating every day. Yeah. I was down in the middle of a situation out of control. Oh, I didn't know what was wrong with me, and I was crawling out real slow. But then I looked up, I saw that shining light, and I knew the way to go. And then I found myself holding on tighter, letting go control, and now it's so much brighter. And I'm smack dab in a miracle right here, y'all, standing in the middle of love. Yes, I'm smack dab right in a miracle, wrapped up in love. Yeah, and inspiration you're giving me, baby, you inspire me weekly. You know, that's what we do here. I can't wait to see the art, the writing, the postcards. And you know what? I knew anywhere I turned, I could be right back where I come from. I had to step back and take that bird's eye view. The signs were pointing every which one. And then I found myself holding on tighter, but letting go control. And now it's so much brighter. Yes, I'm smack dab in a miracle, standing in the middle of your love. Yes, I am. I'm smack dab in a miracle, rocking and rolling on the Zocalo Zoom. Oh, about love. Yeah. Oh. You know, it does feel like we're all together, you know. I can see your pretty faces, working hard, smiling, writing, dancing, and doing your thing. Oh, baby, I knew it. And I saw it, and I thought about it, and now I understand, y'all. If you let go of all control, you cut off all my baby, stand and testify. Yeah. That we smack dab in a miracle, standing in the middle of love. Yes, we smack dab in a miracle, wrapped up, we wrapped up in love. Like John Lewis, you know, keep on keeping on doing it. It's deep down in our bones, we're gonna keep on getting out into it. Smack dab in a miracle, yeah. Smack dab in a miracle. I'm smack dab in a miracle with you, yeah. Smack dab in a miracle that we can be together just like this any old time. Love y'all so much.
Leanne Atherton for Zocalo Zoom. Thank you. Thank you for the season. The season which predates the season we're in right now.
Yeah.
And I hope that you had a happy Christmas and a happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Jesse. And thank you for all that you've done to bring so much great music here every week. I've been just mind blown and inspired by the activists speaking. And it's just been really an incredible season. Thank you.
It's been wonderful for me to be part of it too. We want to thank everybody who writes postcards. And I cannot believe that we are approaching 200,000 postcards. That's a lot of postcards. Give yourself a huge hand, everybody. I know I'm clapping on mic. I'm sorry. But we have music, of course, for you again tonight, and return to the studio with Gtar Phil and band. Show yourselves to us. I'm not sure where they are. Has anyone seen them yet?
Yeah.
There you are. I love how people magically appear when
There
you
we
go
go.
looking for them.
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Great to see you all.
Great to see you too.
What a night, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And you guys are all okay? Were you near the blast?
Yes, everyone's great. Everyone's good. We're all here. We're all well. We've all had some I think we all we've experienced a few losses, family members, some COVID complications. But thankfully we are here, and we're ready to make some music and help y'all close out this year and look forward to a new one.
We got 1 week, one more week, and just continuing to drive 55 or whatever is legal these days. Would you play for us, please, Gtar Phil?
All right, here we go. Make some music. You never give me your money. You always give me your funny paper. And in the middle of negotiations, I break down. I never give you your number. I always give you my situation. And in the middle of investigation, I break down. Oh, you gotta carry that way a long time. Oh, you've gotta carry that way a long time. One more time.
gotta carry that weight, yeah. You gotta carry that weight, yeah. You gotta carry that weight a long time. Carry that weight so long. We've carried it so long. But a change is gonna come. Change is gonna come, yeah. Change is gonna come, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Change is gonna come. Hey, hey. Hey, no matter who you are, you can't run, you can't hide from the things that you're doing inside. You can't run, you can't hide from the dirty that you're doing. Hey, hey. Hey, my Lord. Hey, my Lord. Hey, I said trouble is gonna find you wherever you live. Ha, ha. I said trouble is gonna find you wherever you live. You can live in a mansion, house on a hill. Friends can find you. I said trouble so will. I said trouble is gonna find you wherever you live. Ah, yeah. Oh, oh, I said trouble gonna find you wherever you be. Trouble gonna find you wherever you be. You can be good, live a righteous life. Trouble don't care. Just as Job and his wife. I said trouble gonna find you wherever you are. My Lord. Yeah. Hey, trouble's gonna find you wherever you are. Trouble's gonna find you wherever you. Trouble's gonna find you wherever you are. Trouble's gonna find you. I said trouble is gonna find you no matter what you do. You can work hard, try to disenfranchise a vote. Trouble don't care. You know why? You're gonna reap what you sow. I said trouble. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all. Gonna find you no matter what you do. Find wherever you are. Trouble's gonna find you. Trouble's gonna find you. Brian. Come on, DW. Yeah, trouble. Yeah, trouble. There we are. Woo! Hey! Last time. had enough. Get ready, 'cause we're rising up. Hey, hey, hey. I don't want nobody to kill a black body. It's done everybody, that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies. Killing everybody, that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies. Killing everybody, body one party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies. Killing everybody, that's how we gonna. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies. Telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies. Killing everybody, that's how we gonna party. Martyrs are crying out. The blood of the martyrs are crying out. They're crying out. They're crying out. The blood of the martyrs are crying out. The blood of the martyrs are crying out. The blood of the martyrs are crying out. They're crying out. They're crying out. The voice of freedom ain't loud enough. The cry for freedom ain't loud enough. The cry for freedom ain't loud enough. And loud enough. And loud enough. The cry for freedom ain't loud enough. When you're born to leave the ground, but your wings have been cut down, keep on moving. Keep on moving, baby. When you know you're meant to fly, but the world won't let you try, keep on moving. Keep on moving, babe. You don't need permission to be great. Just find yourself a mirror and say, I'm done with just okay. 'Cause you gotta be was born to be. You gotta be, Lord, who you was born to be. When you read through all the blueprints just to find that there's no you print, keep on moving. Keep on moving, baby. When your world stays black and white, you're flinging pain with all your mind. Keep on moving. Keep on moving, baby. You don't need permission to be great. Just find yourself a mirror. Say, I'm done with just okay. You gotta be who you was born to be. You gotta be, Lord, who you was born to be. So many times I've been a unicorn in the room that has started spell the doom for me till it set me free. Yeah. Done with just okay. You gotta be who you was born to be. You gotta be who you was born to be. You gotta be who you was born to be. Who you was born to be. Wish I was a mole in the ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. If I was a mole in the ground, I'd turn this world around. Wish I was a mole in the ground. Wish I was a tree in the wood. Wish I was a tree in the wood. If I was a tree in the wood, I'd know just where I stood. Wish I was a tree in the wood. And I'll keep trying till we reach that place, and I'll keep on running in this human race, and I'll keep on singing. There's a smile on every face, and then together will be much better. I'll keep trying till we reach that place, and I'll keep on running in this human race. I'll keep on singing till we finally reach that place, and then together we'll be much better. Then together we'll be much better. And then together, yeah, we'll be much better, yeah. Then together we'll be much better, yeah. Wish I wasn't more in the ground. Oh, then I turn this world around. Oh, I wish I wasn't more in the ground. Oh, then I could turn this world around. Listen, 2020 has been a rough year for all of us. I want y'all to take this moment and let us just bless you. Y'all receive from your screens right now, wherever you are, just let the wave of this sound, these vibes, let it just wash over you, and let the dirt and the pain and the hard times of this year, let it roll off of you. We're gonna play and y'all receive. This is our gift to y'all. Y'all gonna come into this new year with us. Come on. I could turn this world around. Wish there was a mole in the ground. Said I wish I was a tree in the woods. Then I would just know just where I stood. Hey. Said I wish I was a babe in my mother's arms. Then the world could do me no harm.
wish I was more in the ground. Wish there was more in the ground. Yeah, ground. We got one more for you. I hope y'all want to dance. I hope y'all want to dance. Feel free to get up and dance. Here we go. Thank Envoys for Humanity for inviting us. Y'all get out, do your job, people. Stick around. The incomparable Latosha Brown is getting ready to speak to y'all. She's amazing, y'all. And stick around for our last artist. On keys tonight we have Brian Harrison. On bass we got Paul D.W. Wright. On drums, we got Darian Haynes. I'm Guitar Phil. We gonna have it up. Here we go, here we go. Did you get it from mama? I don't know where. Did it come from your granny? Baby, I don't care. You on your daddy's side, or your auntie's too. Don't know how you got it. You could show shake. Girl, you can shake that thing, shake it like a tambourine. Girl, you can shake that thing, shake it like a tambourine. Girl, you can shake that thing, shake it like a tambourine. Girl, you can shake that thing, shake it like a tambourine. Hey, hey, DW. Now your genetics got me pathetic. Don't know how you got them, but they sure look good on you, girl. You got all the boys down at the schoolyard talking that stuff, talk about what they gonna do. Girl, you can shake that thing, you can shake it like a tambourine. Girl, you can shake that thing, you can shake it like a tambourine. Girl, you can shake that thing, shake it like a tambourine. Girl, you can shake that thing, shake it like a tambourine. Got the boys saying, oh, 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 oh. Got the boys saying, oh, oh, oh. Shake it like a tambourine. Got the boys saying, oh, 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 baby, oh. Shake it like a tambourine. Like a salt shaker, move it like a dance maker. Shake it what your mama gave you. Shake it like a tambourine. You can move it like a salt shaker, move it like a dance maker. Shake it what your mama gave you. Shake it like, shake it like. Shake your jelly, baby. I don't need no reverb. One more time, sing it.
the heartbreaker. Tambourine trigger. Tambourine trigger. Tambourine trigger.
Gtar Phil, thank you guys for coming into the studio to play for us. This is such a treat, and you know, we're all starved for music, and I feel like I'm in a club. And thank you for taking us on a journey that started with the Beatles and moved into some Hendrix land, into some beautiful jazz and some funk, and along the way, incredible sounds from all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank
So
you so
cool.
much for inviting us. Appreciate
And
it.
just real quick, album coming soon, or?
Yes, the single Black Bodies will be out very soon. Black Bodies, look forward soon. But right now we have an album out called Worker Bee. We did a few songs off of there. That is out right now. That's available on all your digital outlets. Gtar Phil, Gtarphil, and the Chank, Chank. Gtar Phil and the Chank. You can follow me on all the socials at Gtar Phil, Gtarphil, or Phil Hughley, Philhugley. Thank you so much. We love you guys.
Thank you so much. Great to see you. I'm going to throw back to Scott now and let you take it away.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was mind-blowing. We are just so absolutely over the moon, in love with these artists that have been making this a possibility for us for 31 weeks, almost 31 weeks running. We took a couple of weeks off. It has been since June the 8th that we have been organizing in this manner. And at set break, we bring in our guests, our special speaking guest. And tonight, we are so excited to have with us the co-founder of Black Voters Matter, Latosha Brown. Latosha, are you here?
I am certainly here. I am here and just loving this space and this platform and this music. I needed that to feel my spirit today.
Yes, it is just so nice to have you here. And I know that being not only increasingly well known for being such a superstar organizer and activist and basically a philosopher, if you don't mind me saying so, because when I hear you speak, I always take nuggets away from it. And it is, but also a musician, and you bring that, you know, that I know is with you since, you know, going way back, but pre-organizing days, correct?
That's right. I am at my heart. I mean, that's who I am. I am a singer. I'm an artist. And so part of the work, you know, music at the end of the day is what feeds my spirit. You know, it is what keeps me moving when I am having a moment, you know, it's music. And so, you know, I'm always inspired by Phil. Gtar Phil happens to be my music director, and he's also my producer for my project that I'm releasing. So like literally it is like fire. Y'all think it was fire, like it is fire, what he has been working in. And so I'm just so grateful. I mean, even like listening to him, I was over here, I was like, wait a minute, is this like Jimi Hendrix? What's happening here? What is happening here? All of that energy. And so, you know, like he and I working together, it's just explosive. It has been just a beautiful experience. But, you know, we think of music I don't think we actually really recognize that music is a movement tool. Like there's never been any movement that ever existed that music was not a part of it. And so the question is why? And it's because something about music reminds us of our humanity. You know, you can talk to folks and you can preach to them and they'll just cut you off. But there's something about music has the ability to touch us. And I think that's because it touches our spirit, you know, touch us in a way. And so I'm always really excited to be in my music community, right? Because this is the community that makes me feel, we're the weird kids, right?
Right,
We're the
right.
kids that know all of the words to the songs and, just like off the beat, just off like anything with like, do I hear some music? When other people don't hear music, like, do you hear this song? Like I can be walking through the mall and then my song comes on. I was like, was that Fleetwood Mac? And people like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you don't hear that. So
Yeah. Well, you mentioned you threw out the word humanity, and of course we're envoys for humanity, and everybody is an envoy for humanity, by the way, in our book, as long as they are engrossed and involved, when they are involved in doing the work. So we're kind of we highlight the process, and we want to make it easy for people to get involved in the process and then promote and support that process as they move along through a supportive community and through, of course, amplifying artistry to accelerate this activism. But I heard you on an interview with I think it was John Lovett of Pod Save America, and I love those guys, and it was a great interview. And he got to a question at the end, and he said something along the lines of, "Well, as we move forward, what would you like to see? What do you want to focus on?" I'm kind of paraphrasing him, but I'm getting to the point. And that was basically that you turned around and said, well, there's not really, I could go through the list of issues that are so important for us to work on, but it's really, the takeaway is about the love of humanity. And could you talk a little bit about where, you're coming from with that and take us down that road?
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. At the end of the day, if we're doing this work, whether it's if we're doing political work, what is the value of it if the whole purpose is not to advance humanity? When we're thinking about, we've got this thing twisted up. We've made politics be some kind of science that's outside of who we are. We've made politics be the science that says it is okay to be abusive to people. It is okay to put money and profit before people. No, right? What we have to do is we literally, what I was saying, and thank you for raising that and lifting that up. I propose this idea of what if our politics were led by our love for humanity? What would policy look like? If our politics were led and shaped by our love for humanity, right? Who are the people that we would really elect into office, right? What would we accept and what would we not accept? Would we accept children be placed in cages, as if they're animals because they got a different color passport? Will we think that it's okay to call human beings aliens as if they're from another universe or other planets? Would it be okay for 38 million people in this country, in the wealthiest nation in the world, to literally be fighting against poverty every single day? It would not be okay. So part of it is we've allowed this framework of politics to be the language of selfishness, that I am going to vote just for my interests. I'm going to vote because I need this tax break. I'm going to vote because I need this business deal. But if we literally centered that everything that we do, it should be literally based on our value and love for life, our value and our love for advancing humanity, we would show up very differently. How would we show up in our families? How would we show up in our work? How would we show up in our politics? And so part of, the work that I do, we talk about these, we think about politics and talking about like these positions, right? Like it's about these positions in policy, and that matters, right? But really what I think the real core issue is what is our value system? That it is not okay for us to really not be able to use resources in a way that is advancing like humanity, that is advancing, and advancing the humanity means advancing the environment. How can human beings live, right, when we are not really taking care of the very earth that is sustaining us, right? How can we live? There's enough resources in this world that there should not be a single person. We should all be ashamed just for a single person to die of hunger. Why are we dying? Why are people dying of hunger? Because we've allowed there to be a politics of selfishness to literally run rapid throughout to become the value system in the world. And we say it's okay. We act as if it is okay, right? And it is not. And so I often push back against these labels around what's liberal and what's conservative and what's red and what's blue. What I'm focused on is what's human, right? What is it that we're supposed to be doing to advance humanity? And we've got to demand it, y'all. You know, it's kind of like the tipping point. You know, on some level, it's like, well, can we change the Republicans or can we change the Democrats? I'm not so worried about that. If we show up in the fullness of our power, in the fullness of love and human, and demand, right, that humanity is respected, I guarantee you the parties will change, the candidates will change, everything will around us will change. Part of what we're not being honest is that we have also been complicit and being caught up in the politics of selfishness, right? And so that we're making decisions that, yes, are maybe good for me, but may not be good for my fellow woman or fellow man. And so even when I vote, I don't vote just based on what my tax bracket is. I vote based on literally the most marginalized in my community, because I know if when we take care of those that are suffering, that are on the margins, that if we take care of them, then all of us, all boats rise. And so I just think that we have to have a paradigm shift of how we see politics. And we take that back, that all politics is a way of literally a systems that are man-made, created systems of how we share resources, how we distribute power. And so when we're saying, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with politics, what we're doing is we're abdicating our responsibility. We have everything to do with politics, because there should not be anything, any decision, any power that is made that people are not at the center of it. And we have to demand it. We have to be diligent about it. We have to be committed. And we also have to demonstrate it in our work, in our lives, in what we do. And I think art creates the perfect platform for that, you know, because I think, you know, there, like I said, there's something about art. You know, I was looking at, I have a new grandbaby who is 9 months old. And every time a commercial comes on with music, now he can't talk, right? But anytime music comes on, he dances. It doesn't matter what he's doing. If he hears music, there's something about it that literally ignites our spirit and reminds us that we're human. And so I want us to really think about that in every aspect in our lives. I want to change this paradigm that when someone says politics, we don't even think politics, we think people. Right? I want people to say, I want us to reject this notion of what's liberal and conservative. What is right? At the end of the day, it is what is right. And we know that is not right if it's hurting people, if it's harming people, if it's creating, we're destroying our environment, if we're destroying children, if we're destroying the lives. How dare we think because we got a blue passport that we are somehow better than the rest of the world? How dare we? Right? How dare we believe that there's some human beings are better than others? How dare we? Right? But how dare we sit back and allow that to be the case and just say, look at those folks, those people who are in positions of power, who are harming our community. It is a simple answer to them. When we organize, we can move them. It is more of us than it is of them. And so we've got to really recognize our power, organize ourselves, and be honest with ourselves that we too have been feeding into this notion of the politics of selfishness, and to really look at where we're grounded, our value system, and literally instead of being transactional, we have to be transformative. And I think it's possible. You know, my grandfather, this is the last thing I'll say around that. To your question, you know, my grandfather used to say, until the pain to change becomes the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change, people won't change. And so right now in this discomfort that we're feeling created by COVID-19, like everybody's feeling discomfort. Like I've had this mask on all day because we've been out campaigning. I hate this mask, right? I don't want to be in a mask, right? But I love humanity. And so I wear this mask, not because I like it, not because it's comfortable, right? It messes up my lipstick. I take it off and I got lipstick all over my face. I mean, I just can't even show off my new lipstick that I got for Christmas. It's terrible, right? But at the end of the day, I have a greater love in my heart for humanity. And because of that, that is why I wear this mask. I have a greater love for humanity, which is why we're doing the work that we're doing on the ground. Do y'all think that during the Christmas break, I want to be on a bus going around at shopping centers, registering, getting people out to vote? No, that is not what I want to be doing with my Christmas break, right? But my love for humanity forces me to move out of my own comfort zone, right? Around my comfort of self, because I want the world to be comfortable. I want human beings to be loved. I want us literally to have a real shot at really being able for our families to be taken care of. And so I just offer that if we're driven by our love for humanity, things will look very different.
Right on, right on. I mean, unbelievable. I'm so glad we've got that on tape because I want to sit with that a few times, that you just really packed in your message and what you're all about into that little rant there. And we are just over the moon to connect with you and to be able to work with you moving forward and to learn from you and to coordinate with you. Before we run out of time here, I do want to make sure that I turn it over to our musical guru, Phil's colleague. Phil is we have so many musical gurus around here. I shouldn't say that, but in any case, the person who has been so responsible, who introduced us to Gtar Phil and so many other musicians, is Jessie Scott from WMOT Nashville, Roots Radio, and she is the person I want to hand off to ask you a question about music, and I will look forward to catching up with you down the road. Latosha, be well, and thank you so much.
Be well.
Latosha, it's so inspiring to see you. It's just amazing. Thank you for sharing. And I can't wait for this new project to come out. Now, just to sort of set the stage, I was on stage with Gtar Phil, I guess it was March, and he told me he was working on a new project, and he told me what you guys are doing, and I was so excited. Would you explain what the concept is and give us a timeline for when it might see light of day?
Absolutely. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom's land. You know, I am a daughter of Alabama's Black Belt, right? I am from Selma. I'm a native of Selma, Alabama. And so while I wasn't born yet, during the Civil Rights Movement, many of those people who were part of the Civil Rights Movement were mentors of mine, were people who I had access to, people who I looked up to. And so, you know, what was really interesting to me is I always used to sing, and I always would hear my grandmother and others sing these songs. And then I really realized they were pulling strength from it, and they were actually giving strength of those songs. And so part of what I wanted to do is to create a project that will really give homage to those who have laid the foundation, that have inspired, that they are the songs that have grown out of our souls. And so my project is called The Songs of the Souls of Black Folk, you know, that are literally in this 55th anniversary of the voting rights movement, that there were songs, freedom songs, like Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around, like Eyes on the Prize, We Shall Not Be Moved, There's a Light in My Life, you know, This Little Light of Mine, those songs that we would hear like our grandmothers or others sing, that literally brought so much inspiration for generations and generations. I love all kinds of music, but I am a big fan of Americana music, right? And I think part of it is because I like roots music. I like music that comes out of the soul, that is created out of an experience. It's not like just somebody sitting in a room saying, oh, let me think about what I'm going to write so I can get the next Grammy, right? These songs came out of people's need to express their experience. They came out of people's need to actually give voice to something that would inspire them and would move them. And so in that spirit, we are creating, I'm so excited that we are excited. I cannot wait till this darn election is over with so that we can get back to this project, right? But
Well,
in ways, my work is really connected. That is connected. So it's Songs of the Souls of Black Folk. People can go to my website, Miss Latosha Brown. I try to post little clips on that, let a timeline of when it's coming. I'm hoping that by mid-year, we're thinking about in March, since it's Women's History Month, that will be an opportunity for us to do a release. And so you will be the first to know, Jesse, because I would love to come and talk about it again on your show.
totally.
And for people, find a way to do a virtual release so other people can actually join us on it and celebrate. Music isn't just for entertainment. I think music is for connection. Music is to actually help us feel connected and to help us feel loved and help us to feel joy. All of us we got a song that we remember our first heartbreak on. We all got a song where we remember, our first real love. We got a song when we remember that we were somewhere where we ain't had no business being, but it was real fun. But the bottom line is there's music really it kind of timestamps. It kind of timestamps our experience. And so part of this project is really to be able to be informed by my activism, but literally to be able to have an offering of that music that came out of, not because somebody was trying to win a Grammy, ain't nothing wrong with that, because I want me one of those one day, right, but really came out of the spirit and the space of their experience. So that is raw and it's real, and it will live forever.
And that's kind of the definition. It's not pop. Folk music is eternal. It speaks us through the decades, through the millennia, And I want to say that I have heard one song already, and that is with backing from the McCrary sisters, who are a Nashville treasure. And I love your take on it. It's really inspired and wonderful, and I can't wait to hear the rest. So we'll be looking forward to that. And yes, I would love for you to come and do a session with us, whatever form that is, depending on how deep into the year. I do have hopes that we will see live music again before the year is out. But in the meantime, we can Zoom, and we love doing that. We love having you too here tonight for the Zocalo Zoom. Latosha Brown, thanks so much for being with us.
Blessings.
You are incredible.
Thank you. Blessings.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. In the South, we believe in the Black community in the South, we believe in collard greens and black-eyed peas for New Year's, because collard greens gonna bring you money and black-eyed peas bring you good luck and health. So make sure y'all cook y'all some good collard greens and black-eyed peas.
We got them upstairs.
Right.
And my studio's downstairs, but we're ready. We're ready for that.
Bye-bye, y'all. Hop and John. That's right. Bye-bye.
That's right. It's so great to see you. We want to get to our next musical guest. And actually, Scott, I want you to set this up, because you were involved in kind of like just a magical connect to make this happen. And
yes.
So why don't you take it?
Good idea. Yeah. So because it was such a unique a unique situation by most standards, but not so unique here in Santa Cruz, because I was out for a little bike ride, and going down Pacific Avenue, which is the Pacific Garden Mall, which is the center of town, and people down there busking and selling all kinds of oops, sounds like we got that buzz going there, Elie. Anyway, oh boy, hopefully we're not going to have a technical issue there. But point is that was our team here in Santa Cruz. They're at a remote location with a piano, and I met Elie, who is from the Congo, and he has been here for a few years now. And he met an individual at a party in North Carolina who brought him out to Santa Cruz, and he wound up staying. And he is tonight with he is as I say, they are at a school, and I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to you guys and let y'all jump in. Elie, can you hear me? Hopefully we're going to get past this little, I've been a little distracted because we're having a technical issue. Yeah,
Yep.
we are getting that loud buzz again, which is mysterious. I don't know what that's coming from, but it's quite loud.
The same?
Yeah, it seems like it is. It's coming from. It's not coming through. Oh, there it left. Okay, it's gone. Whatever
gone?
just happened, the buzz in the background that was very loud stopped.
It's gone now?
Now it came back, and now it's gone.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is.
I'm going to call
That
Scott.
was, yes, that was good. That was good. We've got the buzz out of there. And as I was saying, Elie and Spencer on piano, welcome you guys. I think we might be in good shape with the sound now. So
Thank you.
we're so happy to have you guys. I'm so happy to introduce you to Jesse Scott in Nashville. Jesse, say hi to the guys.
Hey, how you doing? It sounds amazing. I can't wait to hear more.
Thank you. But we have a surprise for you.
Yeah?
A good surprise. We have Sydney. She have beautiful voice. She's going to sing one beautiful song for us.
Nice.
The song talking about, I know what we need. We need freedom. We need democracy. But in some of country, we don't have the same privilege. Some kids can fight, can kill people. It's sad. Because they change the mind. When you give some kids like a lot of things, they can feel like, because they don't know anything, they don't know. They can change like easily. Both soldiers. Sydney, she's gonna sing for us.
Boy soldier, choose your soul in the darkness of violence. thank you.
Are you okay? Okay. It's time. It's a good time. Don't forget me. It's good time. Just be happy. Be positive. Tomorrow is another one day. Open your eyes, open your heart. Thank you, Senor. Écoute-moi. Thank you. Open your heart. Just love. We need just love. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much. The second one, we need love. Love is much important in this world. Love is love. Sikile no be muyanga. We need love. Thank you. Are you listening? Yeah, this song was meant, are you listening? I'm afraid of a knife in my heart, not sleeping when it's dark, dark. It's a long story with so many characters who have come and gone. Are you listening? Are you listening? Life can be beautiful and life can be tragic, but still the sun rises and the sun sets. Life can be beautiful and life can be tragic, but still the sun rises and the sun sets. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Motema mon baby, Miami sont matanguiers, Bonayo. Ils sont tellement nombreux, ils viennent dans ma vie et disparaissent comme un Soumatanguier pour naïo, ils sont tellement nombreux, ils viennent dans ma vie et disparaissent comme un rêve. Oh, 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 oh. Are you there? Thank you so much for listening. Oh yeah. This one is about a woman. She's precious. She's awesome. We need. She's the first one in this planet. We need to say thank you, woman. Mom, thank you. I'm sorry. Again. Yeah, I'm ready now. Woman gave birth to you. Woman gave birth to the world. Every woman, she's precious to you. Love and respect, the peace and kindness of woman. She is the best in this the world in sacrifice. Woman gave birth to you. Woman gave birth to the world. Every woman, she's precious to you. Don't hurt her, don't kill her, cherish her, take apart the heart that's in your heart. You don't know them. You don't know, no. You have a back at the sun of the light. You have a back at the light. You have a back at the you have a back at the Love and respect the peace of kindness of woman. She is your queen. She grew you on sacrifice. Amen. Don't forget that. Yeah, please. She grew you. Are you there? You know, thank you so much for listening to this beautiful music. This is a new one. Open your eyes. Look at beside you. Don't be selfish. Open your heart and then love everybody. This one was meant Timani. Timani was mean Timani, my heart.
Yes,
Spencer.
thank you guys so very much. It's such a pleasure to connect with you, Elie, and also with you, Spencer. It's so nice to see you, not only to get to hear your beautiful music, but just to see how your your journey is progressing since you came to the United States from the Congo. I know that things were not great there, you know, and I know that it must have been very hard to leave your homeland. And but at the same time, you know, anyway, I look forward to learning more about your story. But I'm so glad that you have fallen in with people like Spencer and the others who you connected with in North Carolina, who brought you out to Santa Cruz, and it speaks to the hope that you know, we all have for the future, and for people who have problems from in other countries, who are seeking refuge or immigrating to this country. We know that you make us better as a country when you come here, and because you bring talent, you bring passion, you bring skill, and you bring love and understanding and experience that we can all learn from. So thank you so very much to both of you for your time tonight, and for sharing your talent with us. It's such an honor. And Jesse, can you add a few words there for us as we close out the music section?
Well, it's just been such an honor to be involved for however many months. The months, I can't even really clock passage of time since we're all in quarantine. And, you know, I see the seasons change, and I'm like kind of amazed at how that happened. We are standing on the precipice of Georgia and the last vote for this election cycle. And it's just been a pleasure to be with you all and to watch you postcard and to bring music into it, and to have so many people, I don't know, just have spirits, including mine, lifted. This evening, right before I came on, I did an in memoriam for an hour for artists that passed this year. And, you know, it was a really teary thing. I'm happy that to be able to share this evening lifted me up, and it has every single week, frankly. So thank you for the opportunity to be part of this. And thanks to Elie and Spencer and Gtar Phil and Leanne and Latosha for being with us tonight. It was really marvelous. And I wish everybody a happy new year, and to us all a better new year.
Yes, indeed. Spencer, would you like to add anything there? We didn't get to hear from you, and in closing there, anything to say, Spencer or Elie? I think that maybe their mic is.
We are really happy to play for you. It's, I don't want to say for you, but for us, for everybody. Because together we can do a lot of things. We can change a lot of things.
Yes, for sure.
Hope is something we need to have in our heart. My English is not really good. My French is much better. Can I speak in French?
You can. We'd love to. We love the sound of French, but we may not understand, or some people might.
I'm sorry. I'm going to do some stuff in English, you know. But yeah, you know, I understand.
We're going to do this more in the future, and we would love to have you guys back. I look forward to seeing you guys around town. And again, I'm just so happy that.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you for your team. Thank you for having us. Thank you, Scott.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. We will look forward to seeing you down the road. And on that note, I would like to toss the ball to somebody who knows how to run with the ball like nobody's business. She is the dream partner, Kari Ramirez.
Thank you, Scott. You always know how to put me on the spot.
Thank you so much.
I just wanted to say thank you. Wow. This was an amazing night. It definitely helped me focus a little bit. You know, there's so much going on. This has been a crazy year. It's the end of the year. We still have a week out for Georgia, which has so many consequences for the whole country. And you kind of get wrapped up in this. And so one of my favorite things about Tuesdays is it makes you stop, you know, for 2 hours and kind of be present. And even if I'm doing a million things in the background, I still get swept up all of a sudden, and I'm like forced to stop and be present in the moment. So thank you guys so much for being part of that. Thank you for hanging out with us all these 31 Zocalo Zooms and all these weeks. We've been doing this for 2 years now as Envoys, and the journey has just been wild and crazy. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. And I'm excited to see what we have going on next. We're going to take a little breather, probably not very long. We always say we're going to take a breather. That never happens, but I'm just excited to see what we can do now. We have this energy, we have this passion, we've built this supportive community that I feel like is part of my family. And together we can just create amazing things. And I know we have so much more in store. I know we have so much left to do. And so I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you, the friendships that I've created over these last couple of years. And we're not done yet, but it's pretty incredible. And so many people I haven't even met in person. And I still feel like they're family. So it just is kind of kudos to what we've created here. And we see Scott and we see Jesse on screen all the time. There's a whole bunch of people behind the scenes that make all of this happen. And I don't want to leave anybody else. I'm not going to name anybody, but just to make these Zocalos happen, I mean, we're putting on each week we're putting on these events, which is crazy. But then also our postcard writers, people that are giving us ideas, people that are lifting us up when we need to be lifted up. So thank you. That's all I can say right now is just my heart is full and thank you. There is still work to be done. We have 7 days from today, and today's almost over. So technically 6 days to reach out to every single voter in Georgia to make sure that they know that there's an election going on and that they need to vote. And so I will work on an email that I'll get out tomorrow that gives different ways to phone bank. Ballot curing, thank you, Anne, is so important. And different ways that you can get involved, even in this final week, even if it doesn't involve postcarding, because mail. But there are so many other ways to get involved, and we can't let up until January 6th when it's over. So we got to keep going. So there's still more work to do in Georgia. So many consequences for the election results. And then once we have the Senate and we have the House and we have the presidency, we have to hold all of those politicians accountable. Just like Latosha said so beautifully, it doesn't matter about party, it matters about humanity. And I love how that kind of tied in with us as being envoys for humanity, of what we do is we try to move that forward. So we are more together as a human race and caring for each other first, politics aside, what is best for the human race and the human heart, and how we can move forward in that way. So thank you guys so much. I'm rambling too much now, but thank you guys. There's more to come, and we'll keep you posted. And I hope you have a healthy and happy new year. And I say bye-bye to 2020, bring on 2021. I feel hopeful for the future. And I can't wait to do it all with you guys. So thank you again, and have a great night, and goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. And a new national holiday that we're all going to be celebrating our butts off on January 20th. I'm just going to be partying all day. That's my plan. So thank you guys. If you want to unmute yourself, you can say goodbye as we all head out for the night. Bye.
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 Happy New Year.
Bye.
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 Bye. Happy New Year.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you guys.
Thank you for doing this.